are you? Today, I brought you a recipe for a delicious cake for your afternoon snack, for breakfast, or for whenever you want to have a healthy sweet treat. This recipe is amazing. It has no milk, no dairy, no sugar, no wheat flour or gluten, and no butter. It tastes incredible, is very easy to make, and you don't even need to know how to cook. Stay until the end because you won't want to miss this. Before we start, I want to ask you if you have the habit of eating cake in your daily life. Usually, when do you have it? For breakfast, as an afternoon snack, or as dessert? Write it for me down below in the comments. And what city are you from? Tell me where you're watching from. I'd love to see your comment. If you can, go ahead and like the video. That's really important for me here on the channel. And share it with anyone you think will enjoy it, who needs healthy ideas. Let's grow our circle of kindness. The ingredients are always listed down below. To write everything down properly, just take a look at the description. So here in my food processor, if you don't have one and want to use a blender, that works just fine. I'm going to add rolled oats. I'm going to blend them here to process the oats into smaller flakes, into smaller pieces. Oats are a very interesting source of carbohydrates because they have fiber, they have protein, and they even contain beta-glucan, which helps control cholesterol. It's a very healthy and interesting option for us to add to our daily routine. I'm also going to add some roasted, unsalted peanuts here. Remember that peanuts also have protein, fiber, and fat, of course, a healthy fat. And it helps even more to lower the glycemic index of all this, and it gives our dough a creamy texture. Look what I'm going to do here. I'm going to blend this until it forms something like a wet flour, a wet sand. You'll see how it turns out. Let's blend it. Like I said, if you don't have a food processor and want to do this in a blender, that works too. Let's blend this really well. Hold on. So look, I blended it and it really turns into a nice flour. So it's a practical way for you to make peanut flour mixed with oat flour. Now I'm also going to add cocoa powder here, which will give this mixture an amazing flavor. Remember that cocoa powder is different from chocolate drink mix. Cocoa has a lot of fiber. Sometimes I make a recipe here with something with cocoa powder and then you ask me, Patricia, where does all that fiber come from? All of it is from the cocoa. Cocoa has a lot of fiber, especially when it's good quality cocoa, 100% cocoa. Cocoa also contains polyphenols and other interesting ingredients that are good for your mood and well-being, besides the flavor, which is wonderful. So it's already mixed here. I'm also going to add the baking sweetener here, which is necessary. It needs to be a sweetener that is stable at high temperatures, because this is a cake, we're going to bake it. I'm going to add the baking powder here and give everything a good mix. And to get the right consistency, I'm going to do the following. Here I have plant-based milk. You can use any plant-based milk you prefer. In fact, I have a playlist here of plant-based milks. This one here is peanut milk. There's almond milk, oat milk, coconut milk, several kinds of milk. If you want to use cow's milk, that's fine too. By the way, let me know which milk you use most often in your daily life. I'm going to add a bit of coconut oil to the almond milk here and give everything a mix. And I'm going to add this liquid part here to the dry ingredients. And I'll mix it until everything is well incorporated. Look, it's a great batter. We don't need a mixer or anything like that, and soon you'll see how creamy and beautiful it turns out. Make it at home. You're going to love it. The smell of peanut and chocolate rising up here is just crazy. Look how practical this is. Give it a try. So I took this baking dish here, just a regular glass dish, and lined it with parchment paper, just to make sure it doesn't stick later. If you want to use a different type of pan to bake it, that works too. Tell me, what do you usually prefer to use in your daily routine? I'm going to transfer it here, then bake it in a regular oven at 360 degrees. Remember, if you want to finish this as a pancake in a frying pan, that works too. If you want to finish it in the microwave or in the air fryer, that's also an option. Let me know down below, which do you prefer? It takes 25 minutes to bake this chocolate cake. Now I'm going to make a really delicious topping. I'm going to add a bit of peanut butter here, and then I'm going to make some other toppings. I'll add a bit more peanuts on top, a little chocolate. This is going to be delicious. I can't wait to try it. Tell me about it. Do you also like to make toppings for your cakes, your recipes? I think we always eat with our eyes first. So it's nice when we can put a little extra care into our recipes for our family. Even if it's just for ourselves, it looks so pretty. It even seems to taste better. Let me know if you also like to do things this way. So I'm going to smooth out the rest of the peanut butter here, and then I'll grab my melted chocolate just so we can finish up. I'm going to add a little more chopped peanuts, like I told you. This smell of peanuts with chocolate is amazing. Tell me if you really like peanuts. If you prefer another nut, write it here for me in the comments. I love peanuts. I think they're easy for us to incorporate into our daily routine. I find them affordable, practical, easy to find. And now I have a little bit of dark chocolate here, 70%, and I'm going to add a bit on top for decoration. And I'm going to put it in the fridge to chill. And in just a little while, I'll be back so we can try this delicious treat. Hold on, I'll be right back. I cut it into pieces here, and I'm going to put it on a plate so you can see the texture up close. Now you can see the texture. Make it at home. You're going to love it, for sure. Remember to like the video. That's super important to me. And to share it with anyone who will enjoy it, with anyone who needs it. Let's grow this chain of kindness together. That's what I want here with the channel. Let's try it now. This turned out delicious. The base is really tasty and the topping gave it a special touch. Make it at home. See you next time. Bye.